Okay, so the stream should be live hopefully soon. Okay, the YouTube dashboard is updated. It's not showing me the time for some. Okay, now it's working as it's supposed to. And let me just paste the link on the Discord if anybody wants to join. And yeah, basically today we are continuing where we left off on Monday. I have made a couple of adjustments or like tiny extra details. I have added like a little skull here on the shoulder pad, but nothing too major, so yeah. So let's see, where do we wanna continue today? So now for the arms, we have a couple of options. One would be to just kind of duplicate and mirror the so this is the right arm onto the left one as well, or we can make like this arm into something different. So I think we should maybe just keep the right arm, so let's duplicate that, and then we can like we can make like this forearm and the hand into something different, so we'll see about that. And here we also have a spider belly model which we aren't using, so I guess oh, here's the recycle bin, let's get rid of that one. And apparently, well, we still have some legacy models that I was hoping I got rid of, but apparently I didn't, so let's try to delete them once more and we'll see if that helps anyhow. So now let me delete the left arm so we can duplicate the right arm into it. So male left arm, ARM, okay, that's the correct spelling. And now let me just attach it to the node, and of course now it's no longer here at the bottom of our library, we actually need to search for it. So yeah, it's here. We don't have the updated thumbnail yet, so now it should hopefully be working as intended. So here we have our first part of the arm, and actually we might duplicate the forearm as well. So let me get rid of the forearm first, and then let's duplicate this into male left forearm. Let's see, the A is with a large, with a capital letter, so let's duplicate that here. And then left forearm, let's drag it over there. Forearm, wait a sec, this was supposed to be an arm, not a forearm. What's going on now? I must have misclicked something. Let's see, let's delete the forearm again, and now let's duplicate this one actually. So male left forearm. Let's see if this one is gonna work, so let's drag it over here. Okay, this one looks a little bit better, or like more akin to what it's supposed to look like. And I kind of had an idea to maybe make like a left arm into like a submachine gun or something like that. So maybe we can try to do that here, and we'll see how that works. And maybe the hand can be changed into like those barrels that rotate, so maybe we can try to do that first, and we'll see how that works out. And also another thing that can be kind of helpful is if we decide on our diameter. So we can even make it like 3 by 3 and then have, so that's 4 times 2, so then we would have 8 barrels. That actually sounds quite interesting. We can try that out actually, so let me just get rid of the hand and the fingers. And then this is basically gonna be our kind of base of the barrel. And then let's add the, oops. So these would be the actual barrels. That would be like rotating and stuff like that. And I'm also thinking that we might wanna do something. Well, this is gonna add like a lot of faces because each barrel adds like 3 faces, so 1, 2, and then 3 on the inside. So if we were able to do it like a flat here, then we would get rid of 3 faces on every side, so that's like 12 faces overall. So I think I'm just gonna do them flat, and then we'll use like a darker color here, so just we can kind of distinguish them from one another. And then also we're gonna have to go to all of the animations and get rid of the rotation, because the, well, you know, the barrel is fixed on the base. It's not supposed to rotate as it pleases, so we'll see about that. And then well, maybe we can extend this a little bit further even. And also yeah, we'll see about the trimming of volumes. We can do that a little bit later. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe like 4. I guess we can go ahead and check it out here, kind of what the length looks like. So as far as the barrel is concerned, let's see, maybe let's get rid of all of the keyframes here. Let's see, just a couple more, and then let's reset the rotation. And I'm not sure what this is, collides. Maybe that's for like the game maker. I should actually have that checked out, but yeah, so okay, so that's kind of what our barrel looks like right now. So it's not too terrible. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I guess that's like a decent length. And now let's trim the volumes, and then let's also readjust the pivot point if it has to be. So let's put it to 2.5, 2.5, and this one is at 0, so that's good. Although it's not really centered here, so we might need to play around a little bit with it. And now for the forearm, which is gonna be kind of like a base of our machine gun, let's try to extend this to maybe 24. And then we can also make some mirrors. Okay. And then let's see, we can extend this further out. Let's fill that in. And then I think I would like to have that part a little bit chunkier. So let's see. We can do something like this. And let's go ahead and check it out what this looks like. And then I think it might be a little bit annoying if we need to, well, we should keep the pivot point as it is, because otherwise we won't be able to do the rotation animation, and that rhymes. So Yeah, I guess we can leave it like this. Although this machine gun looks kind of small, to be honest. Let's see, we might need to make it larger. It's a video game after all, so let's do the base here at 10 by 10. And then, okay, that's gonna be a little bit annoying. Let's move it upwards by a little bit, and then to the left. And then let's readjust this to, I don't know, 5 and 4. Okay, so there's that. And let's see. Okay, yes, I would like to save the changes, and now apparently everything has crashed. So just give me a second or two. Let's see if it still shows up here. Okay. Apparently we didn't save the VXR, so we're gonna need to delete the keyframes again. Okay, yeah, here we go. And then let's go to the rotation and let's reset it at both times. And then let's also drag this outwards by a little bit. So 21. And then let's move it to the left from our viewpoint. And I guess we can just copy. I'm not sure what I have copied. Let me deselect this. Copy just this single keyframe and let's paste it here. Okay. Okay, so now it's working as intended. And let's go back to the forearm and let's see. Let's maybe make this a little bit bulkier. And now I guess we can save that, and let's make these barrels a little bit larger also. So so this one is well, we can make it up to 9 by 9, I think. And if we were to get rid of this, I think it would be just the fastest to just erase everything and start from scratch. So that's what we're doing. And then let's see, we can start here, and then we can have our like a bit larger barrels, so something like that. And then the inner part should be darker, of course, so let's color that in. And let's extend it outwards by a little bit, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then maybe we can drag this out to 16 just for the sake of it. And then let's extend this outwards, and then that outwards. Okay. So yeah, I mean, these are quite bright, but now it looks a little bit more like what's it called, the Gatling gun, right? So let's readjust the pivot point, so we are at 4.5 and 4.5, and yeah, let's see. Okay, so this looks a lot better now, much better. We're gonna add a couple of details, of course, but let's just check the animation right now. Yeah, that looks good. And if we were to grab here, we can probably just copy this keyframe, and then let's go to all of the other animations and then just paste it here and paste it here on the other side, and then let's get rid of everything in between, so our gun stays on the arm as it's supposed to. So paste here, paste there, then let's delete that. And let's just check it out if everything works as it's supposed to. Maybe we have like a slight, we have a little bit of intersection there, but I think due to the speed of the animation, that shouldn't be too problematic. And for some reason, the stream is not updating on the YouTube. Let me just try to refresh the page and see if we're still live. Okay, what's going on? Okay, now it seems to be working as it's supposed to. Okay, cool. So we are still online, that's good. Okay, let's get to the next animation. So paste, erase, and then paste here again. Then let's get to the attack. Paste and then paste here. Okay, so that still works. Here, that's the wrong keyframe. Let's paste and then delete and then paste again. And then the last one. Let's see what's going on with the head. So kind of moves there. Let's see. Maybe we can move this a little bit closer, just so it looks a little bit more natural. Okay, that's better. And then let's fix our hand as well. That's why we're here. So paste and paste. Great. Let's save everything, just in case something crashes, that we don't lose everything we've got so far, or at least that we don't need to do our forearm keyframes again. And now let's try to kind of figure out what kind of details we want to put here on this forearm. So maybe can do something like this. So this is kind of symmetric from both sides. And then maybe we can do some red details here in the middle, or like it's going, yeah, you'll see what what I have in mind. So let's do something like that, and then maybe can do like that little outline. And okay, so this one is actually 3 wide. That's a little bit tricky. Let's see. Okay. So that's from the sides. I'm actually not the biggest fan of that one. Maybe we can do something like this, so it's a little bit more like rectangular, if that's a word. And then maybe we can do, yeah, no, I don't like that. And then maybe we can do like some darker gray details maybe. So let's see. Maybe something like that, so that's mirrored. And then I'm just trying to figure out what we can do with that, because we don't have like a middle color in between these two, although we could create it if we wanted to make one, so that's always an option. Or we can like add some red to it, maybe like a red outline something like this. And then maybe it would work if we made something like that here as well. And then let's try to, yeah, we're gonna need to iterate a little bit here. So let's get rid of that. And now maybe we can connect them with this red line. Maybe that can make sense, right? And then maybe we use a little brighter one here at the edges. I actually kind of like that. And maybe we can do some details here. Something like that could work, right? Okay. And we have made it all the way around, so that's good. Maybe these can be a little bit shorter at the back side, like that. Nice. Okay, so that's for the left forearm, and now for the hand. Let's see. Okay, so we can't really make a barrel. Well, we already have the barrels, but we can't really make like the hollow thingy in the middle because yeah, we would need to make them even larger. So I think that's like good enough. And let me just check if yeah, I don't think that's the same gray, but this one can be actually a little bit darker because it's like in the middle. And then these on the outside can be like the same shade as these highlights. So let's check it out. So this is the fourth one, the 5-1. So let's go ahead and do that. So the fourth one is here, and let's fill that in. So that's good. Let's also turn on the nice line so we can see a little bit better what's going on. And then I think I would like to make like some kind of rings or something like that, so they're like holding them together. And let's see, where do we want to add that? So maybe we can do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2 like this. And I'm just coloring right now, and then we can do some models or like some actual voxels a little bit later on. So there's 4, and then maybe we can do 4 again, 2, 3, 4, and then let's do something similar here. There's 4. Okay, like this. And then I think we would like to connect them together, so we have that. And then let's do the same thing on this side as well. Let's check it out. Maybe we want to move the rings like a little bit closer to the base. We'll see, but it actually looks pretty good right now already. I think I would like to have them moved a little bit closer, but it's not like a huge thing, so maybe I can do, let's see, like that. And then let's fill that in, and then let's get rid of that. Okay, this is a little bit annoying, but I think we'll manage. Okay, so here's 3, and then I think we just wanna kind of get rid of these 2, and then erase that, erase this, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Then let's connect these 2. So now we have 2 sections that are 3 voxels long, and then we have a longer one that's 6 voxels long. So I think that's even a little bit better than what we had before. And actually, I don't really feel the need like we would need to do something like that. We can try it out definitely, but it's gonna add a couple more faces, so let's see what this looks like. So I think it's kind of cool. We have like 1582 faces, and then if we get rid of those, let's use the correct tools. And here we have 1534. Wait, what? We have like made 50 faces with that. That's weird. 1534. So let's see what happens if we just do that, like just this minor detail on both sides. So we had 32, I think, and now we have 90. Oh my god, that's even more. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna get rid of those like that. And now maybe we can try to do some highlights on the outer sides, but then again it's gonna look a little bit weird because we need to kind of mirror it. We can try and we'll see how it goes. So something like this. And I mean, if it doesn't work, we can always revert back. So let's try to kind of connect it together. Also, there's like some weird colors here. I don't think I want that one there, so okay. Let's see what this looks like now. I think that from afar it actually looks even better, and then when you get close you kind of realize it's a little trick that's being played on your brain, but I kind of like it. Maybe we can just not make it all the way through. Maybe we can just do it something like this. Just kind of trying to find the balance. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that looks really cool. Okay, so I think we are done for the arms, and now let's get to the spider body. So we have done like some minor details already, but of course we have a lot more to do. So here I was thinking that maybe we can do like, this is like an inner shell or maybe like an engine or something like that. And then we can make like a protective shell around it. But there's like a gap in between so you can still see the inner parts. That might be interesting. So we'll see how we manage to do that. So here we have like 1, 2, 3. So 11, and then we would need to make it like 22. So I guess we can do 3, 4. Okay, so that's a square from the rear view. Maybe we can make this a little bit taller. And then maybe we can make this a little bit shorter. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 voxels. That's like gonna be our main area, and it might be a kind of good if we were to do the details for this right now already. So maybe can make it something like this. And we're gonna turn these into emissive colors later on, but now I'm just trying to kind of figure out what kind of texture or details or whatever we want to have for this. And also the sides are gonna be more visible than the top part, so I'm not really gonna do many details on the top, or maybe it will be. You never know like where people are gonna look at this from, so maybe we should still do that as well. So yeah. So here we can maybe try to make like some kind of, I mean, spidery. I don't think that's like the best way to describe it, but like there's some wiggly textures. Maybe. Let's see. So maybe it can go like towards there. Then it can get a little bit more narrow. Then somewhere like that. And then let's see, what do we want to do here? Maybe something like this. Let's leave a couple of voxels in between. Maybe something like that. Now let's see if we can finish it off somehow. Okay, so I think this part looks pretty good from the back side. Maybe something like this. Let's see. Sure, why not? Now we just need to kind of connect the two. So actually it would be kind of cool if this is like the same part as this one here, and then this like goes all the way around and somehow connects with this part. So now we need to kind of figure out what we want to do there. So maybe let's reroute that part a little bit, and then we can make it go like here. Then let's see if we can mirror that somehow. So maybe, oh come on. So let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Well, I guess we can just try to do this pattern and we'll see what we end up with. So 3 4 5 6, and here 2 3. Okay, this is too long. Like here, 1 2 3 4. Okay, and then let's see if we can do 1 2 3 4. Then it's gonna go here. Okay, sure. Then we're gonna make it a little bit extended. So let's get rid of that. Okay, and then these two parts can be extended as well. Here. And then we can even do, yeah, we can't because it's an even number. Let's see, I think this would be kind of cool if we were to do something like that. Just so we have like some pattern from the inside. So we can do something like that. Who the heck is calling me now? Oh well. I think I might return the call after this, so. Or maybe, yeah, I can do the reply. Let me just. The heck am I supposed to do here? Okay, so we're done with that. And then let's continue our little spider pattern here. So there's that. And then I think we have like a lot of this dark red at the back side and really not much here on the sides. So maybe we can try to kind of copy that pattern a little bit to kind of make it look a little bit more similar, or like it's it's a part of the same creation. So, and also we can try to align these lines a little bit, so you can see here this one I don't like that much actually, so we can do something like this, but it's too similar to this one, right? So we'll see, maybe we can change that one. So, and then maybe we can have something like this, then something like that. So there's one voxel too much, or let's see, maybe we should just make another one there. Let's see. So I guess we can do something like that. Sure. So that's like our engine part or whatnot. Then maybe we can do like this nice little transition from one color to the other. So let's do it like this also on the sides. Oops. Here, and then let's continue moving upwards like that. Or maybe we should just keep it like symmetric from that point on. Okay, so we should start here and then we'll see where we end up. So like this. Then let's fill this in. Okay. And then I guess we just need to start somewhere. Like that, and then it's gonna get mirrored all the way across. So I guess that's the right way to do it, I think. So now that we have this part laid out, we can make like some supporting structure for the shell. So let's pick this color, and then let's maybe make it like 4 voxels into every direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then also, how do we want to do them here? So 2, 3, 4. And then here 4 as well. 3, 4. And then maybe at the back also 2, 3. Oh, we can't go further back. Let me flip this so we can extend it backwards now. And then let's maybe make it like 80, and then we're gonna just trim the unneeded volumes. So That's 4. Let's flip it back. And now we need to kind of figure out how we want to make the shell around it. So maybe let's just save everything and check how many faces we got. So a little bit under 1600. Hopefully we can keep it under 2K. Okay. Now I think I wanna, well, the thickness of this one doesn't really matter, apart from the, like, if there's gonna be like some issues with the collisions. So we'll see about that. Also, what am I doing now? Using the wrong tool again, of course. So let's keep the thickness at 2 still, and then we can increase it if we decide that's something we are interested in. So now let's try to figure out some nice round, well, lines. Can lines be round? I think so, right? We can have a squiggly line. That's not a straight line. Okay, now I'm just talking stupid stuff. Yeah, I think we might want to keep it as boxy as possible, just so we don't create too many faces, at least from the start. And now we're gonna extend this upwards. And then let's do this here. Let's extend this outwards as well. Oh, let's see. Like that. And then let's extend this left and right. And well, now it's kind of difficult to see the inner core actually, so we might need to, I think we just need to like lift this up a little bit. So maybe you can, well, first let's just check it out from the outside right now. And yeah, you can see it can be seen only from like a little bit here from the front. So I think I would like to make it a little bit more visible from the inside. So I think we're gonna raise this part a little bit so it can be seen from the side as well. And then I was also thinking that we can maybe make some holes. So maybe, I don't know, it needs the holes to like disperse of some heat or something, and this shell still protects it from like rubble and explosions, something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's how much we're gonna leave out. So you can see under the hood. And then let's get rid of that. Let's also, let's see. Let's get rid of this. Okay, got it. Then let's get rid of those. Okay. Here. And maybe the back overhang doesn't have to be as large. Maybe we can make this a little bit smaller, something like this. Let's undo it. I think we need to go 1 voxel downwards, like that. Okay. And I think we don't really need to make another like support from the side, because it's just gonna increase our face count for like what I wanna say no good reason, but yeah. And I think we can turn this emissive. So let's see. Yeah, now it looks like much better, but I think now it's like I just don't know. I think we need to make this back part perhaps a little lower, so let's get oh no, let's delete it from the inner side. So maybe we can do something like that. Then let's extend this downwards as well, maybe even further, like that. Then let's just see what it would look like if we were to poke some holes into this. So I'm not using the right tool, so that's 2, and maybe 2 again, 2 again. That's like a lot of holes. Okay, so I mean, if we were to do something like this, we don't even really need to like make it smaller or anything like that. We could even make 2 here. Haha. Yeah, this might be a little bit too little, so let's see. Okay, we can leave 2 voxels here, and then we do 2 voxels of a hole. Maybe before we get ahead of ourselves, maybe let's just check it out from the outside. And yeah, now you can see like quite a lot. Okay, let's try this again, shall we? So let's maybe make the holes too wide, and then the part in between like 4. So 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2. Yeah, so that looks about right actually. Maybe we could just move everything a little bit downwards. That's just like one of my concerns, but other than that, it looks kind of cool. Let's check out the faces. 1650. Okay, we can work with that, and I guess it would just kind of help with the faces and also help with the rest of our asset if we were just to extend this downwards. And then I think I would like to make it like so. So I think we should start at 4. So 4, like that, and then 4 again, and then 2, and then 4 again, and then 2. And then let's get rid of these. Okay. And we don't actually even have to make like these support pillars for like, I mean, they should be if we were in the real world, but because we're not, this can just float actually. And then I'm just kind of thinking if there's a problem that the elbow is hitting it a little bit, but no. Maybe we can make this a little bit tighter though. So let's get rid of those. Then let's move it inwards by a little bit. It's like that. And then let's erase some of this thickness. Okay, so now it's a little bit too blocky, but yeah, I think I prefer it this way. And then at the back, maybe there doesn't even need to be like two faces, so maybe we can just squeeze this straight up in. So let's see, like that. And then let's erase to here. Okay, so you're making it a little bit more neat and tidy. And then I also think we should kind of cover this gray area here. Actually, that would be easiest done if we were just to erase that. And then let's see, let's just try to connect everything together. So okay, that's, come on, that's too thick. So like this. Okay, then let's how is this okay, we can finish it up here, and then it's also finished up on the other side. So let's check out. Okay, so we actually like reduced the face count by 40 or something like that, so that's actually quite impressive. I didn't imagine it would be that helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's try and see how it's gonna turn out here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you can't always have everything. Maybe we can just move everything by 1 towards the center, and then just fill in the sides like that. And then maybe we might, well, we can do it with the colors as well, just so we don't have too many faces for no good reason, like so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and now let's try to make some highlights, maybe just some details. So can do something like this. Then let's just leave a couple in between, something like that maybe. And it's gonna also kind of scale down. Let's see, maybe we can, this one is 4, this one is 5. Then here, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, that's good. And then maybe this bottom part can be like even darker. So, or maybe we can just do like some shadow from this engine part, like that. And then here, I think that on the top parts, I'm just gonna make them brighter, but just on the outside. I think that looks like more correct-ish, at least if you ask me. And then we can also try to export this into the game maker to kind of see how it all works together. I mean, even if it does work together, which it hopefully it does well. So now I'm just trying to break these lines apart a little bit. So we don't have just like straight lines. Let's see, maybe we can leave 4. And then 1 intersection, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then let's do the same thing here at the top. Like that. Then let's see if we can continue doing that. Well, we'll see for how long we can do it. So 4, 3, 4. And then I don't think this is 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we can't do it anymore. So let's do it here again. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Just so we break it up a little bit. And then let's grab this darker gray and let's just do something similar underneath. We're just gonna mirror these highlights, but with a darker color to kind of give it some depth. 4, let's see, 6, and then, well, this one is 8 actually, excuse me. And now we need to kind of figure out what we want to do here at the back. So I think like, let me just try something out. So I can do something like that. Let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So maybe let's make it slightly shorter. Come on. Yeah, I think that's kind of interesting. And then we can try to do some of these reddish details. And we can go like up here on the inner side, and then down there. And then we can just kind of loop around here, and that's gonna make some, well, it's like a start of a detail. We're gonna get a little bit more into it, but it's like a pretty decent idea of what we want to do. And then here we can add some darker lines just to add some more depth. And then maybe we can do even just like some exhaust lines or something like that, just some dark lines across. I think they're just too simple for such asset, so maybe we can do some highlights here. And let's see, something like this. Okay, and now we're trying to figure out what we want to do for the details here at the back. So I guess we can try to kind of mirror some of those arachnid details that we had that were like on the, I don't want to say tail, but like the back part of the spider's body in the template. So I think there were something like this. Oh, come on. I think there was something like this, but I'm not like 100% sure. So I guess we're just gonna need to like kind of figure out how we wanna implement such pattern here. So let's see. We got 2 voxels here, we got 4 voxels there. Then we have like 1 extra voxel, so I think it would be easiest if we were to do some, not something like that, something like this. And then let's try to okay, sure. And then maybe we can squeeze in. We can squeeze in like some kind of details like this one here, then this one there at the bottom, something like that. Why not? And then because we don't have like this corner full, maybe we can make it all a little bit more. Now let's see, we can try to make some edges like a little bit rougher and some of them a little bit more rounded. So maybe it can be like one here, then one there. I think that looks pretty decent, like at least like intended to be there. And then maybe here we can just do some lines. This part isn't really gonna be visible, but in case somebody watches it from the side, we just wanna add some stuff to it, something like that. So let's save. Let's check it out. Okay, so that's a pretty decent butt, if you ask me. So there's that. Let's check out the faces. Okay, 1650. So now we're back like where we started with this back part. And now for the rest of this, let's kind of try to figure out what we want to do with that. So I think this here should be like some kind of a platform that's holding the body. So I think I just want to do like some outline, and then we're gonna fill it in with some darker color. So maybe let's turn on the nice lines back again, just so we can see a little bit better what's what. And then we can use this darker one here underneath. And then we can also just draw some details with it. So maybe some in the corners, and then let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we can extend this by a little bit. And then let's see, 4 and 4. Maybe we can leave it like that, or we can extend it by 1 like that. Okay. And now I think we're just gonna use that color, and then let's leave one like margin in between, and then this is gonna be like this darker gray that you can see here, like that. Okay, and another idea, well, maybe you might be wondering why we have like these teeth or stuff, whatever you want to call it. So I was thinking of making like some saws that would be like spinning in front of it. So we can maybe make that, and we'll see how much of the area of the like front area that covers, and after we're done with that we can actually continue making our like spider body or whatever. So now I'm just kind of trying to figure out which part would be easiest to duplicate to make those. So one option would be the spider body, but there are quite a lot of details already, so it might be a little bit tricky to erase all of them. So maybe we can just duplicate a spider leg and then name it saw. Where's the saw? Okay. Then let's nest that to the spider body. So saw. We're gonna attach that here. Now let's see how we want to do that. So let's get rid of all of that. Doing it with the fill tool might be even faster. And now let's try to make it like 16 wide. Well, that's not gonna be enough. Maybe 32. And now let's also change the pivot point to 16. So that's centered. Okay. And maybe we can make it narrower by 6, I think, because we have like a little overlap there. So that leaves us with 28, and then the pivot point should be at 14. Just yeah, that's still too much. 20, yeah, of course. It shows that I'm on vacation. That's my excuse. So there's that, and then the pivot point needs to be at 4. Okay. And maybe let's just make them a little bit taller as well. Okay, and now let's try to kind of figure out what the shape of these blades should be. So let's get rid of pivot points, and then let's also maybe make a Y mirror. Well, it might come in handy later on. So now we just need to position this so it's kind of centered, so we can have a little bit of an idea how big these blades actually need to be. So something like this perhaps, and then we're gonna need to make them even a little bit longer, or maybe it can be an odd number. Let's try something like that. Misclick. Okay, so there we have that, and then we would most likely need to extend them in the other directions as well. And now I guess we can make them 19, but then they need to be like an odd number of width, so maybe 3. And then let's see, so 19 minus 1, so 9 to each side, and we already have 1 thickness here, so 8. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then I guess onto the other side as well. So that should be about the size that we want, hopefully. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Let's save. Now we can move this a little bit forwards, a little bit downwards. Okay, so that's about centered. Maybe we can move them a little bit higher, like that. Okay, and then maybe when we make them thicker, they might look a little bit, well, you can't really see them right now, so that's why I'm hoping they might stand out a little bit more once I make them thicker. And then I guess we can erase this just so it doesn't like overlap the stuff we don't want to be overlapped, like this. And then also we can try to trim the volumes and adjust the pivot point. So one should be at 9.5, like that. And then let's put this one to 9.5 as well. And this one is centered already. Cool, and now let's find our saw and let's try to position it to its appropriate position. So something like that looks pretty good. And now I think we want to get rid of the mirrors because this part is not gonna be the same or well, it's not gonna be mirrored at least, because now we want to kind of make our saw shape. And actually now we have like an interesting dilemma. Should the blades be spinning inwards or outwards? Which one would make more sense? I mean, that's gonna affect the way that the blades are shaped. So now the way that I'm doing it, it would be as if they were spinning inwards, which might not be actually what we want. So maybe let's do it like this instead. This, I think so. Yeah, that's the front side. Okay. Now let's do something similar here. And now we're like gonna make some extra faces, but hey, we've tried to be careful with that stuff. Okay. But I mean, it's at least only one model. So hopefully that counts for something. And let's see, maybe something like that. Okay, here, then here. How do we want to orient that? Okay, here, and then the bottom one. Well, the bottom one. It's actually the top one, but we have rotated everything so much. I have lost a little bit of the orientation. I'm not too happy about what this looks like right now. So I think what I wanna do would be to get rid of those. And then we can make, ooh, that would be cool. We can try to make some kind of a pattern like this, but they are okay, maybe we should start at the top. Let's see. We can do it like that. Then let's see if this would kind of work. And this looks a little bit too lazy, so maybe we should do it like that. And also, yeah, they should be like just move downwards, not like any kind of mirroring or stuff like that. And also, yeah, so this one is lower like this. Then I guess we can try to do that on the other parts, and then we'll kind of see if this is something that we wanna continue doing on the other parts, or if we should kind of figure out some other way to do this texture for blades like this. So I think this is pretty good, but I would like to do, to do it also here. So hopefully it turns out nice when we animate it. So yeah, that's one part. And I guess we need to do it for all the other parts as well. So, and we can't even use the mirroring, right? So that's gonna be a lot of fun. And the last one for this side, and we're almost halfway through it. Who would imagine, right? Let me just save because I really don't want to do this again. I mean, just in case something goes terribly wrong. Did we get rid of this one? I think so. It's just like some weird stuff from our ghost rig. Let's not bother ourselves too much with that. Let's just continue doing what we came to do, so we can get quickly done with that and move on to some more interesting stuff, perhaps. Okay, guess we can save again, and then let's do it here as well. So is that, and then okay. I mean, I could have been using the line tool. It might be a little bit less clicky. I can just drag the diagonal lines here. So that makes it, I guess, a little bit faster, maybe? Okay, and now we just need to animate it on all of these animations. So let's get here. Let's copy this keyframe, and I guess we're gonna have like a full rotation per second. So paste, 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 and paste, and then at half a second we're gonna rotate it around by 180 degrees, hopefully. Let's check out the inspector. So that's good. So let's copy that and then paste, paste, and paste. And I think we might want to go the long way. Okay, so this one needs to rotate the long way. So the first one, long way, long way, and then this one also needs the long way. Okay, so let's check it out. Okay, so that looks really cool. I'm just wondering if we actually need the... It kind of looks better if it's not completely square. Let's just kind of try to calculate how many extra faces we've made. So that's 2 per this part, and we have 4 parts on each one, on each of these blades, so that's 8, and then 3, so that's 24 faces. That's like, we'll see. So this one is done, and now we just need to animate it on all of the other thingies. So, and also, we need to let me just copy the first keyframe and then just paste it everywhere, just so we have our initial position set. And then we should also save our stuff, because these keyframes can be a pain in the butt to redo if it closes again. So let's try to avoid that, shall we? Okay, let's save, and let's see how long this animation is. Okay, exactly 1 second. So let's copy this, let's paste it at 1 second, and then I think this one is a slightly longer tick. Let's see, yeah. So here it's gonna be at 180, and okay, this one is already the longer way rotation. Wait, what? So they're always rotating the wrong way. So this should be changed to this. Let's see. Is it rotating the right way now? I think they're rotating forwards. Okay. Okay, okay. That's good. Let's save. Let's check it out here. This one is also only 1 second, so let's paste and then find the longer tick, and then let's see if it's gonna do the same thing again. Okay, and now we're probably gonna have to change these rotations again. Okay, that's good. That's also good. Let's check out the get hit. So how long is this one? Less than 1 second. Okay, so I guess they're gonna be spinning a little bit faster here because we just need to go get all the way through. So here we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frames at the end, so maybe something like that. So this is hopefully somewhere in the middle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 10 frames to reach this one, and then 9 frames to reach the other one. So it can't be really in the middle, I think. We can't put it like in the middle position between 2 frames. So, but it's still rotating the right way, so that's good. Now the running is 2 seconds long, so we're gonna have some more space to do our stuff. Let's paste, and then I mean the fastest way is to just do it here, but now we're gonna need to like readjust our long way rotation. So this is no longer the long way rotation, this is the long oh my god. Okay, so now it should be fine. And well, I'm just kind of thinking of making them even larger. I mean, they're kind of cool. Should they be larger? I don't know. Can they be larger? Yes, they can. So okay, just give me a moment here. Well, or not. That guy's gonna need to wait a little bit. So let's see. Well, I think the length is pretty decent on these already, so yeah. I mean, we would probably need to redo all the textures. Yeah, that kind of is like a little bit annoying. So let's see. Maybe we can extend them by 1 in each direction just for the sake of it. So let's do it 21. And then actually before we do any of that, let me just save everything here. Actually, we haven't done all of our animations, have we? The idle one is like the longest one, so I think yeah, this one is gonna be a real pain in the butt. So first I would just like to finish up all of the animations, and then we can Then we can make the blades a little bit larger. And what I wanted to do before was that I just want to save my keyframes before I mess something up, or just the Vox edit decides to crash, and then yeah, that would suck a lot. And apparently this bug is still here, so no matter what we do, I think we're gonna need to manually change the long way rotations. Okay, maybe we can just undo it here now. Let's see. Why is this rotating? Oh, come on. What's going on? It's like really weird when it decides to, like, let's see, does it rotate? Okay, so this works. This works. Let's paste our keyframe here. Let's get rid of that. Let's paste. Wait, what have we copied now? Copy, paste. Okay. Get rid of the rotation. Good. Paste. Get rid of the rotation. Okay. We just need to like repeat it a couple of times. It's totally not torture. Okay, so we're kind of halfway. Maybe we can just save, just so you know. Yeah. Okay, now this needs to be readjusted a little bit. Let's undo that, and then let's paste it here as well. Okay, let's check it out. So this is rotating. Oh, mother freak. Okay, so here we have. Oh, that sucks. Now we need to readjust all of these. I have missed one, so. Okay, so here it's working. Okay. And now we need to just, oh my God. Okay. Let's change this one, just a couple more. Okay. And then the last two, I think. The last one, I think. Okay, let's check it out. Okay, this is right. Okay. And now we just need to do the death one. So this is like a little bit over a second. So I think I'm just gonna do well, we'll see about that. So let's paste. Oh, and that's not even the right one. Okay. Wait, what? I thought this one was the rotated keyframe. I don't know. Wait, it is the rotated keyframe. So let's reset that. So let me see which way these buggers are rotating now. Okay, so that's right. So let's get rid of this one. And then maybe it doesn't have to be linear. It can be like this. And then also I think we can stop that a little bit sooner. Oops, that's not supposed to be there. Let's make this linear, and then let's just make another keyframe there. And then maybe that can be like really slow, so maybe this can be like a couple of degrees, so okay, let's see. Okay, so it kind of slows down at the end. Cool. So I think we are done with the animations, and now let me just quickly answer that before I get some more calls. Okay, hopefully we got that sorted out. And I guess if we're just making this a little bit larger, why not make it like a lot larger? Well, not a lot larger, just like another voxel in each direction. And now I think, let me see how we want to grab that. So first we need to move this upwards, and then I think to the left by 2. And now we need to grab this and drag it to the left, and then up by 2, I think. And then we need to select this, and then let's move it left by 2. So are these aligned now? Not really. Okay, maybe we can get rid of the ghost rig. And then let's move this up by 2. Okay. Okay, now let's see. Okay, it would have been much nicer with the nice lines, so maybe let's do that. And then, oops. Okay, and then let's finish it up here. Okay, so I think we are still pretty good to go, and now we just need to repeat this process on all of the other parts. So let's see. Okay, let's get rid of that gap at the back. And now like this here. Okay, okay, just a little bit more. So there's that. And then let's see how far do we... Okay, we missed one again, but yeah, that's not really too big of a problem. Now let's drag this out and then upwards, like so. Okay, and then let's check out the pivot points where they are. So they should be at 11.5, so a bit more and a bit more to the right. So that should be about centered. Okay, let's check out our blades. They are slightly larger, right? Okay, and idle. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's much better. And then let me just see if we have some Z fighting. We don't really. I think what would be also kind of cool to add would be some darker, just like a darker rectangle at the back, so these blades are coming out of it, something like this. And then let's just do the same thing for all of the rest. And for some reason we're adding blocks, which we don't want to do. Oh my god! Okay, I have no idea what just happened with my voice. Okay, let's do it like this. That. Then like this as well. So let's check that out. Okay, cool. Okay. So how do we want to do the skull? I think we could do like the upper part without the jaw, and then maybe like from the mouth we can do it like maybe the mouth comes down here. I mean, I can't really show it right now. It's much easier if I just do it and you see it there. So now let's use the same gray that we have on the shoulder pads. So let's see, the 7E, okay, here it is. And then I think I wanted to do, well, first I wanted to add some mirroring across that axis. And now we're just gonna kind of try to make a skull, or well, I'm just kind of trying to figure out where the like eyes and stuff should be. So something like that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 in height, something like that. It could extend a little bit upwards towards this part as well. I don't really see a problem in that or with that. So okay, maybe we can do like this. Okay. I kind of want to leave like one voxel of space in between. Maybe we can do something like that, and then yeah, I kind of like it as it is. And now let's try to make some more details. One option also would be to make the nose a little bit more square, although I kind of like it that way. Okay, that's too big of a hole, but yeah, I think this is kind of the best way. Maybe we can try to blend it in somehow with something like that, maybe. And then we can do maybe some shadows up there, up here. Then maybe also on the skull, like that. So it's just kind of transitioning into this darker stuff around it. And then the teeth, I think I wanna keep them like white. And maybe the something like that. No, I think it looks a little bit too square if we just do the details there, because they kind of reinforce that bottom straight line. So I think I would prefer to keep them this way. And then maybe we can just do some minor red details here on the side, which are gonna be mirrored onto the other one as well. So let's see, 2, 2. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, maybe we can make like a diagonal, but we don't really have enough room here for that big one. Or maybe we just need to make it a little bit more tight. So okay, something like that. I think that should be moved downwards a little bit if we were to do that. So maybe let's not do it, or maybe we can do it like a little bit differently. So maybe 3 and then 4, something like that. And then maybe it doesn't have to have as big of a drop at the back either. So can have like 3 and then 4. Like that. And then that's the darker one, right? So let's add some of these brighter details, like here and there, and maybe here as well. There we have that. And then maybe we can add some of these white stripes here, like that. So let's see, maybe we can fit one there. Yeah, and maybe we can just AA them a little bit. So something like this, something like that. Okay, and then let's try to add some of these darker lines here, maybe towards the bottom. So one option would be to maybe make them into something like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. We can just use, well, these are the adjacent ones, right? Okay, we can't really do like many details if we have 2 adjacent colors, so yeah. Let's see what we got right now. Okay. So I think we can also add some details on this bottom part. I think we have enough skulls right now, so perhaps we can figure out something else to do. And I think it's just gonna be a little bit darker gray. And since we're gonna use or like make some gray details here as well, I think we should just maybe make like a middle color between this one, which is which has all the values of about 60, and then the other one which has all of the values of about 40. So we can do it like maybe so in the middle it would be 50, so maybe 48 or something like that. So we're just gonna make it here. So 48, 48, and then 48 as well. And then we can try this color first here if we want to kind of blend in some of these lines. So maybe something like that. Okay. And then here at the bottom, I think maybe we can just start by making some rectangles. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. just making sure that our rectangle is actually a square. So 2, no, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. And now let's see, maybe 4. Room in between, so that's 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that fits exactly in between these two, so that's kind of cool. Now let's say 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this one is gonna need to be a little bit longer because this line is also a little bit longer, but hey, what can you do? And then we can make some then we can make some highlights here at the top, maybe without that one, so they can be like oriented a little bit. Okay, and then maybe can just make it something like this, because these details don't cost any faces, so yeah. Okay, and now it just kind of feels that we should have some shadow underneath here. So oh my gosh, that's like some bright light from the what's going on there? Oh no, that's not good. Okay, I think we have just blocked the sun. Yeah. My room is like towards the west, so in the evening the sun kind of shines straight through the windows, or like roulets or whatever they're called. So now we're gonna try to find out the middle gray between this one that has 36 and the other one that has 13. So I guess the easiest way would be to add both of them together. So 36 plus 13 is 49, and then divided by 2 is about 25. So we're gonna make it 25, and then here we can see that the first two numbers are actually our hex value for RGB25. Yeah, not complicated at all. So we're just gonna make them 19, 19, 19, and that is gonna create our third like mix of color that we're gonna use here. And to be honest, actually I think I would prefer if they were just straight lines here. So yeah, sometimes simpler is better. Okay, so maybe let's get rid of the legs, which will most likely have to be done on another stream, or I'll probably just do them offline, because I don't really think we need 3 streams to finish off this character, and most of the interesting stuff has already been done, so yeah, spoiler alert. And then let's see, we can make this a little bit darker. And then I think the last part that we need to do for today would be to kind of do some details for this part I don't know if this is the butt or this is the butt, but yeah. Just some of the details here in the back and then on this part as well. So let's see what we want to do there. Maybe let's first do some shadow underneath, like this, just so it's kind of broken apart a little bit. Then let's see where the legs go. Maybe we can do some red details here as well, because why not? So maybe let's do this outline here, and then maybe we could do it like all the way, I mean not all the way, but a little bit more towards the right, and then we can finish it off here maybe. And then let's see, and then we can go around here, and then maybe finish it off like that. Okay, and this is the darker one, I think. Okay, so we can add some highlights here and there. So let's see. Okay, then maybe we can try to wiggle it down a little bit, just like that, and then at the bottom I don't think we really need to make any details. I mean, it can be like this darker red because the less light is shining upon it. Okay, now I think, well, this is actually a darker gray than what we have used as a base, so maybe let's use this one as highlight, like this here, and maybe we can break it apart a little bit, like that. Then let's see, how do we want to do the lines? Maybe we can just do two of them, maybe one here and one there. So let's see. If we were to do it like this, and then if we were to do another one here, so to margin, that's good. And then we can do a little bit of anti-aliasing, everybody's favorite. Okay. Maybe we can do some more here at the top. Something like that, maybe. Okay. And let me just check how visible this part is. So maybe we can add just a couple of details here as well. And then we're gonna probably call it a day. So these are a little bit brighter than the base. So let's see, maybe... that's not the right tool. So maybe 3 and 1 bright, 3 and 1 bright. And then let's repeat our little pattern a couple more times. And ta-da! That's kind of it, right? So let's go back. Let's save. Okay. Cool, so today we have managed to do our blades, our main body, and then also the left arm with our little Gatling gun. And now that I'm looking at it, I'm just thinking if we should make maybe the inner lines slightly darker. There's no helping me. So what we could do, let's turn on the nice lines, would be something like this. And let's see, you can check it out if this kind of helps anyhow. It doesn't really, because you can, if you can see the whole way, then it kind of messes up the vision. So yeah, let's not do that. So let's see, where do we wanna fill them, just because I don't wanna override these also. So need to be a little bit careful. Okay, like that. So yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be it for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we see each other some next time. And until then, bye bye.